SGX Nifty. The SGX Nifty is a part of the Singapore Exchange, SGX, and provides real-time streaming data. As certain nations' economies are in a strong decline, there are many who are looking overseas for more promising futures, and the SGX Nifty futures are looking bright. Another one of the perks of the SGX Nifty Live is that it opens up an hour before the India Stock Exchange. This is very significant as the two seem to run parallel as far as trading goes, and SGX Nifty prices typically reflect how the India stock market will open, allowing investors a heads up on the events of the day so they can make more appropriate and sound decisions. It could be seen as a risk assessment in a way, as investors can check on prices of and changes in the Singapore Exchange, SGX, and then have a good estimate of what those prices will do in the India Stock Exchange. This also allows many companies and individuals from having to register with authorities in India while still being able to trade in the same markets. SGX Nifty prices. SGX Nifty prices can change and fluctuate rapidly, and in order to invest soundly it is important to have up-to-date information when there is a lot of money riding on it, and it could be seconds that make the difference between a great investment and a poor one. We all know that the key to the whole thing is to buy low and sell high in its most simplistic form, but this can be easier said than done when prices can rise and fall several times throughout the day. Just like with all stock markets around the world, the SGX Nifty price can change at a moment's notice, and you have to stay on your toes to stay in the game. This is why it is important to have the right tools for the job and the right resources available to make the most informed decisions. SGX Nifty Futures. SGX Nifty Futures. SGX Nifty futures are rising, and they have become very popular recently for investors in order to stay on top of their finances and portfolios when their own nation's economy is on the decline and stock prices are plummeting. The SGX Nifty provides an amazing opportunity to take advantage of a flourishing market and make the most of it. There is even an option for SGX Nifty Dow Futures Live to get streaming data for the world markets. The SGX Nifty Live chart provides up-to-date information with quick refresh rates to make sure you are getting the latest information available. SGX Nifty Live provides sound investment tools and resources for investors around the world. Though the Singapore Stock Exchange is a new coming center for trading, there is still the growth in popularity as more investors are coming online with the different commodity and currency trading. Founded in 1992, we have seen that this market has become a keystone in trading as some investors take part in this market rather than the Chinese Stock Exchange. With Singapore becoming a crucial stop in the continual global transfer of stock, we are watching the continual growth. SGX Nifty Timing. SGX Nifty Timing. The SGX Nifty provides options for futures trading and offers a very premium benefit in that it opens 1 hour before the India Stock Exchange, allowing for an accurate assumption of how the India Stock Market Index will open. Trading hours: SGX Nifty Timing Session: 9:00 AM to 6:10 p.m.t. +1 session: 7:15 p.m. to 2 a.m. The two have run fairly parallel, allowing for planning on future openings, as well as the fact that the SGX, or Singapore Exchange, allows trading for 24 hours even when markets are closed. SGX Nifty prices have soared, and being able to see the value of the India Stock Exchange market prior to its opening provides a huge advantage for investors. The United States stock exchanges do not offer an opportunity like the SGX Nifty has offered, not only in its own market with the SGX but also with the India Stock Exchange. As the economy seems to be plummeting for the Western world and the United States Stock Exchange and the Europe stock market, many have switched to overseas markets as they are flourishing. SGX Nifty Live Chart. SGX Nifty Live Chart. The SGX Nifty provides valuable information for investments and holdings around the world. The SGX Nifty Live Chart provides real-time streaming quotes of stock prices, annuities, and other investments with tools available to enhance the process and provide more accurate tracking and trading. SGX Nifty Live gives important data in real time so investors can make quick decisions and be properly informed. In any stock market, the prices can change rapidly, and for those investing a lot of money, this can be the difference of gaining a lot of money or losing a lot of money, and it can happen in minutes, even seconds. For this reason, getting accurate tracking of SGX stock prices and SGX Nifty futures can make a big difference in the trading market and can also lend a hand to the tricky business of prospecting prices for the India Stock Exchange as well. It has certainly changed the game and allowed for more sound business decisions with less risk. There is always risk in the stock market, but there are ways to reduce that risk dramatically. SGX Nifty Live. SGX Nifty Live. The SGX Nifty almost acts as a risk assessment for the India stock market, since the two seem to play hand in hand as far as the markets go, and by opening an hour before the India Stock Exchange it has been easier to keep track of how it will play out. Investors can use the SGX Nifty Live to accurately assess the risk of certain holdings and trades to be able to make better judgment calls and therefore reduce the risk. Being able to trade for 24 hours with after-market trading options, as well as the premonition-like status that opening an hour earlier than the India Stock Exchange gives the SGX Nifty, the benefits are clear as to why it has been gaining in popularity so quickly. With SGX Nifty Live and chart reports of prices, many are choosing it in place of their national stock exchange to help outweigh a plummeting economy. SGX Nifty makes it easier to assess the risks of the India Stock Exchange, as well as having a brighter future within the Singapore Exchange with rising prices across the board. The Singapore Exchange has shown signs of growth and SGX Nifty are on the rise. Are you tired of investing in the market only to watch your losses steadily expound upon each other until they become a giant mess of failed opportunity? In our current market in the United States, the stock market just seems to be dwindling and on the edge of disaster. Investing in overseas markets through the Singapore Exchange can help you find peace of mind that is difficult to experience in American securities that feel as though they are just batter-fried pieces of disappointment. They seem alright until you bite in, or buy in, and then it all goes wrong and you try to spit it back out and sell when you realize the disappointment. But it is too late and you can't get the taste out of your mouth and no one wants the dribble you're trying to sell back to them. You can find some solace and peace of mind with the Singapore Exchange when you look into the Asia-Pacific market with SGX Nifty that can be viewed on many sites throughout the internet, including in real time with streaming quotes during trading hours. It is also helpful that the Singapore Exchange can be accessed later with longer trading hours so that trades can be resolved well after the American markets have closed. SGX Nifty India. SGX Nifty India. One factor that has also helped the SGX is the fact that the traders in the India Stock Exchange can watch the forecast of their market, as the trading marks are nearly identical on a daily basis to the India Stock Exchange. With so many different means of trading being executed through the SGX means that the continuation of growth is inevitable. With more and more investors starting to use foreign markets will add the overall amount of transactions, as well as the fact that the SGX is growing globally in itself. Though the SGX has been hit with the global economic downturn, we are still seeing a rapid bounce back after it takes losses. So if you are looking to enter the international trading trend, then look for the SGX to be your top stop for Asia trading, as it will help you with the forecast of markets opening later on in the day. We have seen a flat SGX and even some moments of overall doubt and uncertainty, but the global market was in the same situation as was the SGX, so it shouldn't be a surprise that a newer market to the game is not getting an expansive rise. What is surprising is the SGX still managing to beat to forecast by a 4% margin makes it a possible candidate to get more trades through international sources. The SGX is in need of market competition from markets such as China's domestic. What is surprising is how in the past SGX market hold bonds that were thought to be completely withheld in China. For instance, the dim sum bond that China markets are looking to trade heavily with the UK only make up about a third of total dim sum bonds, as the SGX holds 2/3 of the bonds. With now the stage of recovery after the global economic recession means that the SGX is going to start the process of gathering more trading for the future, and if the competition between markets can heat up, then we will see even more overall growth as trades will be placed back and forth. As a forecast for the SGX, it would be silly to think that this market is going to continue to stay stagnant with Magnus Bakker at the helm of the SGX, as he has been in charge of a previous Nasdaq. So look to the SGX to become a market of profit. SGX Nifty, growth and potential. The growth potential for SGX Nifty are staggeringly good and will leave many with the confidence to trade regularly, which is no longer the case in the current United States economy that has a black cloud constantly hanging overhead. Feel the cool ocean breeze in comparison that the Singapore Exchange offers that radiates in sunshine just like the islands themselves. The SGX was launched in December of 1999 and took the place of 3 previous exchange companies so that all assets were transferred. They are the largest stock exchange in Asia and include other exchanges such as the Tokyo Stock Exchange as shareholders of the company. With the growth of overseas markets, Particularly in Asia, the SGX has drawn the attention of investors around the world as they continue to excel and find new ways to keep companies' growth and potential going. They even plan to have non-stop trading 24 hours a day very soon that will change the way many are trading and may have others, including the United States, following suit. SGX Nifty worth. SGX Nifty certainly seem to be proving their worth on a regular basis, and investors are jumping on board to float the waters and see where it leads. There are no signs of it slowing down anytime soon, and it is a great time to get on board and head for calmer waters compared to the choppy waters of the United States markets that seem to be just waiting to come apart with no anchor to drop. SGX Nifty are a commodity you can't afford to miss as an investor, and something that should be seriously considered. SGX Nifty are soaring. SGX stock prices are flying high and proud with plenty of options to choose from for the investor. The Singapore Exchange has proven to be a great alternative for trading as the markets are continuing to grow across the Asia-Pacific area. There have been significant gains that benefit investors when the proper research is done into the SGX companies that are available for public trading by individual investors. With so many options available of companies that show such strong potential, it's no wonder so many have jumped on the bandwagon and started trading in the Singapore Exchange to further the financial assets available in their portfolio. Taking advantage of stocks and equities has helped many investors cope with the downfall of our current markets inside the US. It provides alternative means by which to acquire financial assets through the Singapore Exchange while continuing to show tremendous amounts of growth potential for the future, while we wait for our own stock markets to work out the kinks and failings of recent times that have sent prices plummeting to the depths of the economical ladder. Meanwhile, the SGX Nifty prices have climbed far and above expectations, and one can dream with their head in the clouds when these purchases and trades are approached properly. As we struggle and fight to keep our finances in check as the economy just seems to sweep in and take out what hope we had for our futures, we can rest easy by buying into other markets that have a better chance for success. SGX Nifty Research. The SGX Nifty remain as some of the world's best options for stocks and equity opportunities across the world. There are plenty of research tools available to find the right stock and start growing your portfolio and start achieving the right type of financial stability that one needs in their lives. You can do this with the right amount of research and proper techniques that will help you to pick the best options. You can also talk to your stockbroker or similar alternative financial group to find out more information, or visit the SGX website to find real-time streaming quotes as well as some wonderful tools that can be used to your full advantage, as well as discovering new and greater things that abound within the SGX. SGX Nifty, an informed decision. The SGX keeps changing for the better with new alternatives and answers to any bumps in the road that naturally occur in the markets by creating new software for companies as well as tools to properly report and forecast financial assessments and earnings accordingly. It is the use of these breakthroughs and ideas that keep the SGX continually jumping forward with progress and have caught the world's attention. As the attention grows, so do the markets and investment potential grow to match it. You can look further into SGX Nifty to find everything you need to make an informed decision. In the wake of our nation's economy, many are looking for alternatives and have found it in the form of SGX Nifty. SGX stands for the Singapore Exchange Limited. Singapore is an island nation near Malaysia and Indonesia that consists of over 60 islands. By using overseas stocks and trades in countries that are flourishing, we can take advantage of their good fortune by buying in until our own economy comes back into its own, which it doesn't seem like that will happen anytime soon, maybe not even in our lifetime. While many are searching online for Great Depression facts to see the many similarities in our own economical decline, others are taking action. Some are taking action in the form of a doomsday shopping list comprised of bottled water, canned goods, gas masks, and a compilation of products, thinking we are hitting hard times, and other thinking we are going to experience the end of the world. Others are taking action by realizing the myriad of wonderful opportunities that are available overseas and abroad in countries with strong financial backgrounds, and retaining a current line of economical breakthroughs and standards that are sure to last for years to come. By researching SGX Nifty, one can make an informed decision on what to buy into that will only grow in value. You can ask your stockbroker about SGX Nifty for more information. SGX Nifty and why they are important. The Singapore Exchange has shown increasing signs of growth and has introduced many ingenious research schemes to better report on their companies to ensure more accurate and detailed financial assessments and forecasting for its investors, meaning SGX Nifty are a great alternative to look into. We can take advantage of the country's increasing revenues and economical gain to add to our own portfolios to help us through our nation's tough times. You can check on SGX Nifty online to learn more about them as well as seeing reports on individual companies to make an informed decision towards your future. SGX Nifty, signs of improvement. It's no wonder many are looking into SGX Nifty recently as the United States stock market seems to be showing no signs of improvement. The few times it does only seem to be temporary and investors are looking into more advantageous and surefire financial gains. Now, as anyone who knows the stock market, nothing is guaranteed and investors should do their research to determine if SGX Nifty are the right choice for them before purchasing. They are a wonderful alternative to our current stock market and provide a chance for true investment potential that could be very helpful not only now but in the future as well if our nation is unable to get our economy off the ground. It seems that it is always on one knee struggling for breath to stand on its own two legs while SGX Nifty seem to be running for gold. SGX Nifty have shown to be rising in many areas and it has investors trusting their futures in Asia-Pacific securities. The Singapore Exchange, also known as SGX, works in the same way as the American stock market but due to our current economy many are looking overseas to invest in a more promising economical background that proves to be growing as stock prices rise throughout the Singapore Exchange, SGX. There are obvious risks, as there are with any stock market share, and investors should look carefully and research to make sure they get the possible outcome and financial assets for their portfolios. You can never be sure what's going to happen as sometimes the bottom falls out occasionally on companies that previously seemed like a great investment, however the risks seem much more minimal with the SGX Nifty when compared to the New York Stock Exchange and other securities markets. The Singapore Exchange, SGX, has been continually growing and finding new and unique ways to protect this growth while also significantly helping investors with more accurate ways of reporting a company's financial status and possibility for expansion and securities growth well into the future. Many websites offer free streaming quotes during trading hours as well as stock prices, charts and graphs, and discussion forums, as well as research tools to help in deciding the proper stocks to invest in. SGX Nifty, the answer. Research into SGX Nifty prices reveals the possible investment potential available for those who wish to commit. With so many areas of the United States market failing, it is time to find solutions through alternative means, and these solutions can be found within the Singapore Exchange, SGX. Now is the time to get into this exciting market while it is still growing with the potential for even more growth as it carries on into the future. The overseas markets are picking up steam and our current economy shows no signs of improvement anytime soon. The answer to our current financial debacle seems to be in our hands in the Singapore market and Asia-Pacific securities. SGX Nifty prices are continually getting better and their importance on our own investments will be seen soon enough when you start your journey into the Singapore Exchange. SGX Nifty Investing. SGX Nifty Investing. Singapore is alive and well and kicking out great options for investments across the board. You can view these changes at several websites to see exactly how well the SGX is performing by seeing price margins and the biggest gainers and losers to decide if you would like to participate in one of the fastest growing markets in the world and start SGX Nifty investing in a promising future. Buying into an economy that is performing well in world markets can help protect your future as our economy slowly dwindles away and investors are running for the hills, or perhaps more technically, to the islands of Singapore. Check on SGX Nifty Investing and research to see if they are right for you and add something positive to your portfolio.